Okay, nice. We are live again. Let me quickly just get a social media post out. And we're watching Minecraft load real quick. This shall not take much longer. So, the plan for today is to start getting some actual blocks down for the greenhouse. So that's the plan for today. It's gonna start with a little bit of terraforming. We have kind of a gap in the ground to fill. And then we're gonna start placing down blocks. I do have a plan ready, and then we're just gonna try and get the shapes right, and then we're gonna see what we end up with. So like, we have already decided on the basic material palette, and to get some details in, we're gonna do some variations of the blocks. So for example, we're gonna do some circles around the domes with the column variants of the pillar variants of the Viridium, for example. But let's first of all check how the Viridium production is going. So that is going on in these hopper botany pots over there. Right, so we do have in our inventory 4 stacks and over a half, and we need these essences for it. So I suppose we're gonna try and get started with the actual building soon, so that we can make efficient use of these automation systems, you know. And we have everything on us actually that we need for this endeavor, except that I wanna make more torches. And for that, what kind of comes into play here very nicely is that we ended last session by making a charcoal farm over here, and it has been producing a little bit. Yeah, these shall be enough. Let's get those, and let's take any sticks. No, there are no sticks coming out of those. Okay, then I guess let's make some sticks, or see if we have some left over in the other hopper botany pots. Cause sticks is obviously the other component that we also need for the torches. You got 52 of those. So that shall do. Let's also put away the wrench that we no longer need right now. We are gonna need the shovel very soon. Let's put the pickaxe away. And then let's craft some torches. Right, we have a lot of them now, but we're also gonna need probably a lot. The rest of the sticks I will just throw into the trash. Alright, then we go First of all, get this delicious apple, and then we're gonna light up the area that we're gonna cover up. So here you see basically what we're gonna work with. We're gonna just spam torches in here. We have so many now. Alright. And we're just gonna cover this up now. So basically we're gonna start by getting a line like this. That is curved like so. Then we're gonna build this around it. Okay, and then let's put this line over here. Okay, then the next level, hold on, now we're gonna fill up this area over here. I'm using dirt, by the way, right now, because this will turn into grass anyways. We also have several stacks, 2 of them of grass on us, so technically I could use those as well. Gonna fill up this corner, which is a little bit dented in, like so. Okay, and then here we got the hollow bit, like a little entrance to an underground area here. Then we're gonna smoothen this out a little bit. Start on the lowest area here, and then we're gonna slowly slope upwards. Alright, so this in here, and we're gonna go to the next level here already. Alright, that actually concludes all of the dirt that we had, so now let's use some grass, I guess. Oh yeah, and let's also lighten this up with more torches. Alright. Alright. So let's continue with this area now. Nice. This is gonna be curved like so. Okay, we're gonna continue with the grass in this particular level for a little bit. Alright, like so. Then we're gonna start raising the terrain over here. Okay, I can still jump up this high. Then I think it's gonna get a little bit steeper towards this area and still very flat here. I'll probably curve this out like so. And that's all of the dirt and grass that we had on us, so let's get some more. Also, let's sleep real quick. Alright, so more dirt and grass. Which is over here. Let's get 2 more stacks of grass and like 3 more stacks of dirt. And we can come back later if we need more. Alright. Oops. Probably gonna put the next one right here. here we're gonna make it a little bit wider. Because this is gonna be the area where it's gonna be flatter anyway. So we can connect this up over here, like so. This is going somewhere very nicely. Alright, let's use some dirt for this. Make this part of the slope a little bit thicker. Okay, hold on, no, we wanna probably connect this like so then. Okay, good. Sure. This up as well, like so. Okay, it's getting a bit dark under this pile here, so we're gonna brighten this area up as well. And the pumpkin patch, and over here. Right. Okay. Let's thicken this up a little bit. Alright. As well, then we get this part in there. Just a tiny little bit of terraforming where it is slightly needed. Need to go here. Then we do the other side of this mound. You stay gone, thank you. Alright. Gonna connect this up as well. And that's out of the dirt that we had already again. So let's get some more. Alright, let's get some more dirt. Have the chests already been filled up? Hold on. These have, and these have. So let's get 1, 2, 3 of those, and 1, 2 of those. Right, it's coming together, the land. And we want to flatten this out a little bit, like so, and then, no, like so. Yes, that's a good one. I tell you, terraforming is a fun job. I mean, we're not doing it very complicatedly. We're just placing down basically the floor for the greenhouse that it is gonna stand on, and then we're gonna replace a lot of it anyway. So it's almost getting dark again. Okay, yeah, that's a good little ridge there. I think it's gonna look good. Okay, let's continue down here first of all. That's not where I put you. And we continue with grass, I suppose. Yes, then we go from here. Then we go here and make it too wide. That takes care of this level. Then we only got very few things left to do. So for example, this part. And we need some more torches over here. We don't want any mob farm to just start happening over here. Oh hey, hi. I'm doing fine. I hope you are doing well as well. We are playing some modded Minecraft right here. Right now we're doing a little bit of terraforming, mostly to get a proper floor for our greenhouse, which is gonna be the actual building that we're gonna make today. Okay, and we're out of grass and dirt again. So I think this is gonna be one last trip to the factory for the dirt. Alright. Then from here again, take 2 stacks of grass, 3 of dirt. And I don't think we will need more than that. I'm gonna start with the dirt and then switch to the grass later when we're out of it. We're gonna start finishing this patch over here. And that's gonna be the last missing piece. Hold on, let me put another torch down here. Thank you. Well, I've been playing Minecraft for a long time now. I mean, on this particular server we are not playing for very long, like for 2 months now. But in general, me and my friends and family have been playing Minecraft for like probably way over a decade. Because, you know, this game might be old, but it's still super fun. And you know, everyone loves it. Hell yeah. We do enjoy ourselves a little bit of Minecraft. Alright, now that's all of the holes plugged in, I suppose. Let me look at the landscape from the tree back there, and then let me take a look from the air. So unfortunately we don't have our usual flying book with us, with which we could usually rise into the sky and then float as if we had a elytra. But that thing is unfortunately currently residing in my cousin's inventory because I forgot to take it back from him when we last were adventuring. Alright, so let's take a bit of a look at this area. Of course there are still these dirty patches which are not yet covered in grass. But generally this area now looks pretty much like it is supposed to. We still have a steep area where the path is, like it is supposed to, and we have a relatively flat area everywhere else, which is good. So at this point we can start laying down the foundation of the greenhouse, I think. Alright, let's park you smack in the middle of this whole thing. And if you remember from the last few times, this area was completely covered in forest. Oh, this beam is gone because of the deforestation spell, I suppose. We need to replace that beam. We're gonna do that right now. Birch beam. Birch beam is made by stacking birch logs on top of each other. I should say stripped logs, but we do have quite an amount over here. So let's see, maybe that's enough. So let's see. We just need a pillar right here. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then whoop, whoop. Yes, that was enough. Very good. Then I don't need to make any more birch beams. And you go back into the storage. Alright. Just some apples for me. Apples are still my main food source. They just regrow very fast, very quickly, and that has made them an excellent food source for me. Okay, now let's see. I do have this map open right here. I'm gonna quickly show it to stream. So this is like the general area where this whole greenhouse is gonna be. Like you can see here in the background of this whole thing, it's still covered in forest here, but not in reality anymore. So we're gonna have basically a big circle shape right in the middle. Unfortunately, it is easier to get a little bit lost here, because there are no reference point trees anymore. So I suppose I will have to work very carefully. It's gonna be a central big round section with a cross of cubic sections coming out of it, with an entrance lobby area over here and a big tower over there. You've probably never heard of a greenhouse tower. I haven't either, but I really want to make it. It's gonna be tall, yet it's gonna have a round dome as a roof. But first we gotta lay down the general shape of this whole thing. So let's do that. So essentially we're gonna start with the entrance area. We're gonna start that way, because I can use the factory as a reference. We're gonna basically start at the same level as the factory, and yeah, that's what's gonna happen here. Let me switch back to game capture mode so that it doesn't flicker for you, cause desktop capture with Minecraft doesn't always work so well. So let's just try out some shaping then. You die. Doesn't matter. There. Hi. You die as well. I don't need your rotten flesh, thank you very much. I don't need this inferior essence right now either. So first things first, I say we go to a stone cutter, cause I think that has the variations that we need. And the stone cutter is in the wood room. Alright, so we need a solid base first of all. This is gonna be used for decoration, for ornament elements, but for the base I say we use a stack of layered viridium, and then a bunch of normal viridium, yeah. Let's also put half of this in there and get some more layered viridium out of it. Okay, and we're gonna start with the entrance area now. Just with the shape of it, of course. So we're gonna basically start exactly at this Y level. And we're gonna start making a shape. No, a little bit closer. Hold on, let me get back my violence pickaxe. Let me start right about here. Alright. And we're gonna dig down for this. Hold on, let me, maybe instead of these torches, let's get the shovel. Right, this is gonna be where the base is gonna be at. This is what starts our rectangle. Does this show up in the map, or is it just green on top of green? No, it is bluish, so we will see it on the map. That's good. Then we compare it to the drawn map from earlier. Alright. Let's see. We want to make it taller than the factory. So we're gonna have this stick out now. And we're gonna need our quadcopter for this. At what time do I play this game? Well, generally I usually stream on Wednesdays evening, like right now, and on Saturdays in the morning at usually 9 AM Central European time. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly where we want to be. But I don't only play Minecraft, I play basically whatever I want. Any type of game that seems pleasant to me. Okay, we don't want it very very wide, but I think this is reasonable. This will look good in total. Then we're gonna get this connected back up. Alright, it goes until here. So like so, and so. And then we dig out this area as well. Let's quickly fill in those gaps again, but then connect this up. Okay. Alright, and that's basically the first little rectangle. It's only a small part of the shape. So now we're gonna make a section. Hold on, we're gonna do it like this. So we're gonna mark off some sections of this line here. So 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 distance, and then another block. Let's see how that looks from this side. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another block. That could be it. It could be precisely it. Alright, then we're gonna go inwards from here. Okay. We're gonna go like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see how it looks on the map. I want to go a little further. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're out of layered Viridium. We'll get some more of that in a bit. Let me just throw these grass blocks in the trash and some of this dirt as well. Yeah, how does it look now? Okay, we can go further. We can go further for sure. We want this to be a big building. Alright. Let's get some more Viridium. Oh, more apple. Don't mind if I do. Also, let's repair the quadcopter real quick. Apples. Not very lucky with the doubling of the apples today. Alright, but let's move on. We need more Viridium in general, which is gonna require some of this and lots of this. And then we're gonna... hold on, how much is in here? Another stack. Let's make use of what we have so far and go to the crafting room there. Losing a few frames, but that's fine. So, copper essence surrounded by stone essences. So we're just gonna fill this up like so and then balance the grid. Oh yeah, that's a good amount. Alright, let's put the essences back in where they belong. We have some more for you. Oh, okay, I need to put it in a separate stack, I guess. And you go in here. Alright. That means we take some more of it and make it layered. Layered iridium. And a few more. Layered iridium. Alright. Well, back to the area we fly. There's the quadcopter. How much fuel do we have left? Enough. Way enough. But I'm gonna put these in there already. Okay. Okay, so let's continue with this line. Until I decide that it looks good. Okay. That might be it actually, yeah. No, we might need to go a little bit shorter even. 1, 2, 3. Does this look good enough? So here we have an angle, then we have another of these wide sections, and then we have another angle like so. I think that is good. We're gonna leave it at that. No, we'll put one more block in. Okay, and then we count. We count in a second. First we go sleep. Thank you. Thank you, quadcopter. I couldn't think of a better position to de-escalate the quadcopter. Alright. Now let's see if I can get back up there. Okay, first let's eat. Well, that wasn't it. I guess let's take the long route. Alright, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 I think. So let's make another line of 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, that is precisely on the same point. Okay, cool. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna angle off of this. And do 16 in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we're gonna angle off that direction, but we still have to count how many that actually is. Just put down a few blocks to indicate that we're gonna do this. Alright. It's starting to look like a little bit of a shape here. Let's take a short little screenshot just to remember this building process by. Might have to deforest another tree, unfortunately. We are on Timbernate right now, but I think this might get problematic here. So you go. Goodbye, tree. We have a magic spell for deforestation. It just takes a lot of mana, but it helps being real quick with this tree felling process. Right, and then here. We have enough of these saplings, so we don't need to collect more, actually. And I will just straight up chuck the fir logs that we have, as many of them as we can, into the engine of this device. Alright, another 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we go like so again. Now we gotta measure the distance between these two dirt blocks. So that's let me hop off real quick. So that is a distance of 1, 2, 3, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A distance of 17, I think. Okay. Do we have a measuring tape or something like that? No. Tape. Okay. Distance. No, nothing like that. Okay, we don't have a tool for counting distances, unfortunately. So I'm gonna use a trick then. We're gonna build a line from here to here. That would be... oh, we only have 5 of those in the stack. Hold on. So it goes only up to 8. So 8 from this side and 8 from this side, so really 17. I didn't miscalculate. Okay, a distance of 17. Noted. We lost some time here. So let me write into chat so that I don't forget. 17, huh? You can do that. So we already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on, 4, 5. Let's remove this mode, let's disable this again. So this is now 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then comes this. Nice, okay. That is precisely correct. And we need even more layered Viridium. Just quickly get ourselves a stack and some from here. No, hold on. Yeah, a stack and some. Oh, whoops, I turned it into cut iridium. That's wrong. We need layered ones. Alright, and we need in general a lot more Viridium in total. But that's neither here nor there right now. Right. What else? So yeah, we're gonna count the 17 from this distance here. So these are 3 blocks, I can tell. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then comes the inward hanger. Okay, these are on the same level for sure. So now we only gotta finish the last part of the cross, and I don't think we have enough layered Viridium for that either. But we're gonna take a quick sleep. Quick sleep right here. Somewhere, come on. Again, another dream catcher. I don't need those, thank you very much. Alright. So let's just very quickly measure this distance again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 distance, okay? So that is 1, 2, 3 already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then the thing. Same thing goes over here. Also we here have 3 blocks already, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then the thing. Now we just gotta connect the things up, and that even works with the layered Viridium that we have. Would you look at that? So that is the center shape done, given that we ignore the circle that is gonna be around the middle portion here. Alright, then let's do, I think, let's let's pay another visit to the Hopper Botany Pots, because we kind of are running out of Viridium now. We definitely have enough copper stuff. That's not the issue. Let's take this bunch here, and let's take all of the stone essence out of it, and let's craft it up. Alright. Let me trash those limestone essence for now, so that we have more space. And let's trash 3 torches as well, so that I have more space for the copper essence. And let's just get building for now. But first we turn some of the newfound Viridium again into layered ones. Like so. And then we're actually gonna build with cobblestone for now. So I'm thinking these are probably... Hold on, so the distances between these is 17, so these do have a central axis, so that's good. Is that it? Is that the center? Looks like this is the center, yes. So let's just connect these up with cobblestone for now. Mostly in order to find the center point of this whole shape, so that we can then draw a circle around it. A good looking one. Is this in the center? This is not quite in the center, I believe. I think this might be though. This must be the center point. Yeah, this looks much more central. These 3 blocks of grass over there give you the illusion that the right side is shorter, but it isn't. Alright. So we do have a center point, that's good. Also gonna make use of this center point to build all of the other architectural features like our arches and our domes and such. So we're just gonna skyrocket into the air real quick here. Alright, so if we now imagine that we look at this from the side, we're gonna have 1 story here, 1 story above, 1 story like so. Then there comes another story like so, and then we place a dome on top of it. Let's go a little bit higher then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks higher, and I think we should be good. Worst case, we're gonna cut some excess off of it. Okay, it also looks good in the sense that the building is not gonna collide with the Fielgodank Island. which is good. Then let's start building the circle. Okay. I want to make the radius about this big, like so. Now this is gonna require a lot of trial and error and just figuring things out the hard way. So that is at a distance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually no. I want the circle to be bigger. I'm sorry, but we're gonna make it bigger. Not massively much, I guess, but like so. Alright, 1, 2 in this direction. So now we got a distance of 4. 4 from the outside. We're gonna repeat this on all of the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2. And last but not least on this side, on the south side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we go. So now we got the most outer bits of the circle done. And we're just gonna be winging it, to be quite frank with you. We're gonna add 1 to each of these lines here. It's a lot of traveling around between the same blocks over and over again, but that is absolutely fine. It's all part of the process. I'm usually actually very good at placing down freehand circles in Minecraft, so this is not much of a challenge for me per se. Alright, let's get a 4 going. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 including the corner. Five including the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So welcome to today's edition of Numberers Counting Hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, where we just count a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's look on the map. That doesn't look so bad. This could become a circle, yes. Let's immediately go down to 3, I think. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, that was a big crash. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then let's see the map. Yeah, this is looking very circly. That's good. Then let's do a 1. I tell ya, freehanding a circle in this size is not easy, but if there is one thing I know how to do, it is exactly that. Yes, that works perfectly. We want to bulge outwards a little bit more though, so we're gonna do a 1, 2, 3 now. And then we're just gonna connect it diagonally. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Nope, you're wrong. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the last one of these. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Yeah, this is looking good and circularly. And then we just connect these diagonally, but we are running out of cobblestone. Don't you worry though, we do have a F-ton of it. Let's get another 2 stacks. Alright, let's start over here, just to finish the circle. 1, 1, 1, like so. And actually we're gonna replace all of these with layered Viridium, if the shape is correct, which we're gonna see in a second. No, you were wrong. Okay, then the last one. Okay, so let's look at it from the map. That's a perfect circle if I've ever seen one. I'm gonna take a map export of that area. Export map as PNG. Confirm. That's the one. And we're gonna resize it real quick. Percentage 400. Okay. Alright, let me quickly post it into my Discord. Look at how perfectly I freehand built that circle in that teal cross shape at the center right. Proud of it, smiley face. Okay, now back to the game. And let's look at it in real. Yep, that is a circle. That is a really good circle. Okay. Alright, which means we can continue to replace these cobblestone blocks with layered Viridium. One and 1, 2. 1, 2, and 1. Then a few ones. Then 1, 2, and 1. 1 and 1, 2. And not to toot my own horn, but this guitar solo is one of the best things I've ever made. Half a circle already done. Then we're just gonna fill in the base afterwards, which is gonna be stupid work. where you can switch your brain off and not really pay much attention to anything. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, and 1. 1 and 1, 2. Last part, last circle sector. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2. Alright. Actually, we're also gonna... Oh, there's a skeleton shooting at me. Hold on a second. Harmificate, please. Got it. Let's sleep for a second. And then, you know what, let's straight up just deploy more torches, I think. Because this whole thing is gonna be covered in floor. Alright, let's do the base next. I will, for this purpose, put my quadcopter on this hill next to the nether portal. Alright. So let's start here. Let's go in that direction from there. Alright. We're gonna keep going at this for about 7 more minutes or so. Then I'm gonna get something to eat and stop the stream. Oh yeah, and these do vary in brightness, so that's really good for the texturing part, because this will be kind of like a really huge wall at this point. And the detailed, kind of frail looking building on top will only be on top of it. So like another good reason to choose this as a building material. The lighting variations. No, you're wrong. So, let's take a look really quick on the inside and check out, put down some torches. Casual torch spam. Cause we're not gonna be filling up this area, I can tell you that much. Yes. Okay, I think that's enough torches. Going a little bit longer. He only got a bit more. Okay, that is too low. These are the last few bits that we have. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's it. Alright. Well, that's enough then. We're gonna stop here. I'm gonna probably try and AFK a little bit at the point where you get the the Viridium. So we're gonna see if we can read some let's see about that. Okay. Then goodbye, see you next time, and thanks for joining.